Hi everyone, hope you like this one. It's testing out the Dreamcase mattress for the Tesla, in this case the Model S, and the MK Camp tent that you can drive the Tesla in and sleep in the Tesla and have access to the tent, etc. Hope you like it. Please press the like button, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, it's totally free, but it does help us. And share it to your friends, and of course comments, good or bad, always welcome. This has just arrived. It's a MK Camp awning tent for the Teslas. Not so much an unboxing because it's taken out the box, but this is the beard unbagging. Only trouble is it's absolutely pouring down and forecast to rain for about the next 5 days. So I don't know when we'll be actually testing this, but we're looking forward to seeing how it looks. It's not the lightest of things at a little over 20 kilo, but as per their advertising blurb, it does fit very nicely in the underboot, still leaving room for your Type 2 cable, tyre kit. So yeah, out of the way. Let's see where our next journey takes us, where we can try that out. In the back of the car we've got the Dreamcase. That's with the seats up and everything, so we've done it as though we were going away. Obviously we haven't got fridge and different bits and pieces that we'll need. We've got the blinds, all them to sort out. That'll keep us dark tonight. My Crocs in case I need to get up in the night. And under the back bit of the geese there we have the tent. This could be either very good or a disaster. We've come to our friend's house in a nearby village to us. Now, although we've got an acre of land, it's full of trees and plants beds and veg beds and all this sort of stuff. So there's no actual room to try out our tent. And we've had the MK Camp Tesla tent delivered. It arrived during Storm Boris, which ravaged Central Europe in September. So we couldn't try it out. This is the first time it's been dry enough to give it a go. Rather than go somewhere miles away and then find we can't do it, we thought we'd try it out here. So we've come to their garden because they've got plenty of space here. And as I say, it could be either a disaster or it could be great fun. Well, let's see. Before I go any further with the mattress, putting that up, somebody asked me about a comment I made on one of the other videos about storing things under the mattress. So this is a solid hard case, this bit, but under here you can see there's about 3-4 inches of solid side bit as well, so you can actually store your clothes and everything under there. If you're leaving the bed made up, just two of you, get that in, that makes it all nice and firm and solid, but there's good storage under there and it just keeps things out of the way that you're not using every day. For anyone who hasn't seen the video on the Dreamcase mattress, so that's it with the main base on, and it's quite thick. It's not too bad, that. So I don't know, a thumb sort of thing, but it's certainly comfortable enough, and it doesn't take up too much space. And at the front of that there is these legs that provide solid bit to the floor over the headrests of the Tesla back seats, which means that your head's not going to suddenly start going down into the gap during the night. The side filler panels, they just velcro on, so get it the right way around, and that goes into there, velcros onto that, and then that's held in place by the velcro and also when we get the mattress cover on. As I explained to our friends who are having quite a laugh here, this would have been done at home normally before we set off if there's just the two of us, but it's a good test anyway, as though we just arrived on a campsite. And although I said the mattress is very comfortable, it is for me. Karen's a bit like the Princess and the Pea, so she has one of these self-inflating camping mattresses as well, just to make her a little bit more comfortable. So once the mattress cover's on, we've got the pillows in and the duvet that fits inside the cover on. The Dreamcase logo at the top there, I don't know if you can just see that. But it's only a thin mattress, not a thin mattress, a thin quilt. But of course you don't need it because of the air conditioning. So it starts. We're undoing the bag. We haven't even looked in it yet to make sure everything's here. I'm assuming it is. We certainly hope it is. I don't know why it says DuPont on the bag when it's a MK Camp tent, but...
It's DuPont material.
Oh, DuPont material, says Karen. So... Dun, 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 dun. Oh well, we've got a tent. We've got some tent pegs. We have some poles.
I think that's for the awning, the poles.
Mm. I don't see no pump. I thought there was supposed to be a pump with this. Yeah. Oh dear. I don't know. Maybe it's in there. Maybe we don't have one. Maybe we've bought the wrong tent. Who knows? No, it says for Teslas, so we will check. First things first, it doesn't seem to be the tent that we thought we were getting. But let's have a look, see how it goes. Phase 1, you put the 2 bendy flexi poles, they're colour coded, red for the front and silver for the back. And then we just peg that out, and then we're going to sort out the overall shape in a minute. So far we've got this up and the awning out. Might not be perfect as we've done it, but I'm sure we'll do it better. But this is just the first time, and at least we're working well. The instructions are all in Chinese and with pictures that are, to be honest, pretty lousy. So you've got to sort of just suss it out really. But the only worry is this seems very saggy. If it got rain on there, I don't know what happened. I think we all come down the front. Maybe I have to get it tightened up and sorted out. And then if we get down here and looking, oh yeah, decent sized bedroom. And that's going to be to the front to the car. So we'll just check that out. And then obviously we have to zip up down those corners so there's no bits there. The front flat we've rolled up and just toggled up there out the way. Then I'm assuming this bit is the bit that goes over the boot. So that's next job, reverse up to this.
So Roy's going to reverse now up to the tent. Go on a bit more, bit more, bit more. Stop, stop. Right, we'll see how that does.
Now something isn't right. We've backed up to the car right up, as far as it'll go. That comes over the roof bit okay. The bit that's supposed to feed through inside's okay, but look at this. And that's baggy. That's baggy. You can't get it tight, otherwise everyone can just open up and look inside. It's just disappointing. To get the snug fit, we had to bring the car further back than we anticipated. So the actual bumper is here, which is probably about 6 inches into the tent bit. So whether that's normal or whether it's just for with it being a Model S, maybe it works better on the Model 3 or Model Y, I don't know. Not a major issue or anything. And we couldn't get this side to sit fully low down there. I mean, you can see down there I suppose, but if it was windy I think there could be a bit of noise, a bit of stuff. But to be honest, I think it's only going to be used on pretty nice days in summer, and a little bit of stuff won't bother us. And if it gets really bad, I'd just move the car forward, shut the side down and sleep in the car. Now looking at it from this end, what I can't understand is why they haven't done like the hoop poles that they do at the front and the back of the tent. Why couldn't they do one for this? And then that would also have the nice curve and keep it all taut and make it better for rain. But maybe we're doing something wrong, we'll have another practice another day, or don't do it for real. The main thing is we're only going to sleep in the car. If there's just two of us and we're going to stop at places one night, we'd probably just sleep in the car anyway in winter, certainly winter or autumn. But if we have people with us, or we're going to go somewhere for maybe 3 or 4 days staying in one place, then we'll take this tent. I think we're going to be okay with it. After a bit of struggling, to be honest, it's looking half decent. Definitely need to do something like this awning if we were on a campsite for real. If it was raining, that would puddle badly, I think. But we'll sort that out. We'll get that sorted. It's actually a nice looking tent. I think so. Yeah, the car's all there and it's all set up inside. I've got the blackout curtains in the front, and we'll see how we go and let you know in the morning. Well, it's 7 AM. We had a really good night's sleep. I shouldn't have had that last whiskey, but apart from that, that was okay. This is the view from just inside where we're looking. Oh, it's really comfortable. Carrie's just gone off to the loo, and she actually woke up and she thought she was in bed at home at first because it's that comfortable. Oh dear, we've had a look. We've used about 9% of the battery, and we had it set really nice last night. So if we were on a campsite, if it was raining, we could have things in here like the seat, the chairs, the table, cooking equipment, make our breakfast, a coffee and a breakfast in here, and it'd be all nice and dry. Right. Look, the bottle. I'm lucky I don't have to go running inside or off to campsite loos. It's not when, as long as we haven't got the kids in here. But yeah, so that was good. And then obviously just out of here. And we'll be outside. Morning campers. A nice sunny morning now. Morning campers. And they're just leaving the tent up in the sun for a while, let any of the morning dew just dry off. And I think before we take it down, what we'll do is we'll try it with driving the car off, shutting this end down and seeing how it looks with that. A couple of observations that we've made is the roof rack, which we need for the cycles obviously, has caused a bit of a problem. It would fit a little bit better and a little bit more snug if we didn't have the roof rack on, so that's just a slight issue there. And then these bits that we've put into the windows, we've put the window up to hold these in. There is an eyelet on the end of that, so we need guy ropes either side so you can actually put that down to the ground. I suppose you could have it in the window, it's not really an issue. And but by the look of it, it went really well. We slept really well. I mean, there's no wind or anything. But, yeah, I think it's a keeper. So, we're pleased with that. And if you do get anything from MK Camp, one thing I will say is that their customer service is excellent. We've been in touch with them by email over a couple of things. We had questions about the tent before we bought it. We had an issue with the shipping. Not from MK Camp, it was the shipping in Hungary. And that was resolved very quickly and to our satisfaction, and they've been very good of the customer service, so well done MK Camp on that. And I think it could be useful. One thing that is definitely worth pointing out and is good, the pegs that you get. So these are good long pegs, and not only that, but they're thick compared to most tent pegs. Our other little tent, Free Manor, there's very thin, flimsy pegs, and these have even got a point on, so they go in better, so that's a good thing. Here in the bedroom bit, or the inner tent, both the doors can be the flap can be put down like this, can be rolled up and made a bit tidier, toggles, but they've got the insect meshing on there, so that's all right, and exactly the same at the side, so you can get plenty of air in here, plenty of light. The material itself lets a lot of light in, but I don't think it'd get too hot with it being the silvery colour. And then yeah, you could have plenty of space in here, and if it was a rainy day, you wanted to sit, bring the chairs in here, you could play board games, eat in here, cook in here, whatever. It's yeah, overall I think we're pleased with it. I'm pleased with it anyway, so we'll see how it goes in the real world soon time, but at the moment I'm happy. This is the great detachment experiment. Let's see what we do here. I'm not sure. So Karen's releasing the drawstrings which keep it tight or tightish around the boot area. And doing that. I think if we detach these, do these just velcro? Oh, they're velcroed onto the bottom. They're actually velcro just inside the boot there.
And then I think outside.
And then that's that. And then we'll take the things off the roof outside. We'll go do that. The car's been moved away, but this is not so good because there's velcro here. I don't know what it's actually supposed to be velcroing, but the inside flap, this first flap that goes over the tailgate, doesn't attach to anything, it doesn't seem. We can't see any zips or anything there, so you've got like a hole, it just dangles down. So we're going to put some velcro under the window here. We're going to attach some velcro, we've got some at home I think, and then we can put this up and it'll hold it flat, and then the outer flap will go down and just cover that up. Well, really that could do with some extra, I'm saying security, let's face it, someone wants to get into a tent, it takes 4 seconds. So but if it was windy or rainy, that would be flapping around, so we'll have to put the outer flap down. We'll try that now. Yeah. So when the outer flap's down, it looks a bit more secure. You just have to peg that down, but not super, but I think the new ones, the new MK camp tents have better things. But as I say, security in a tent is not really something you can worry about too much, is it? Don't leave anything valuable in them. That's the outside view, so we could just peg the bottoms down. As I say, it's not ideal, I don't think. If there was a strong gust of wind, that'd be blowing around like mad, but we'll peg it down. I don't know what else you could do really. But if it's velcroed inside the inner one, that'll just give it a bit of extra security. Or stop it flapping around in wind and rain. So the Dreamcase packed away, the tent's just drying on the bottom. One thing we have noticed with this is, if you were trying to get that Dreamcase packed down and the tent, it'd be far more awkward if it were raining. But that's life, that's camping, isn't it? All packed away, the Dreamcase in its case stood up behind the rear seats, the tent in the underboot of the trunk, and here at the front we have the inflatable mattress and the 2 camping chairs that fit nicely into the front. All good stuff, and we're ready to go away. So that's our review of the tent, and we've done the mattress before, the Dreamcase thing. We're really pleased with that. That's a super buy. The tent, there's things that I would change and things that I would like differently, but overall I think we're very pleased with it, and it'll do the job for what we want to do. And as I say, the MK Camp people, really good with customer service, so big shout out to them.